Hi everyone. Many of you know that in my own history and journey of doing healing work and propelling the work that has become body story work, I did some work with Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, the author of the famous book about death and dying, and she talked a lot about unfinished business, which we use in some of our work and in a different way, but in talking about doing completion work. And what Elizabeth did was she talked about that there were four parts of us. There was the intellectual part, there was the emotional part, there was the physical part of us, and there was the spiritual part of us. And that when we worked in all areas, that we could have the most maximum change in a person's body, in their world, in their life, in their purpose. So, lots of therapies work on one, or, a massage therapist may work on this, a psychotherapist may work on this and this, spiritual transformation coaches may do this. But when we work on all of these together, the advancement and the rapidity of healing that can take place is much greater. And that's what goes into body story work. In our workshop, we're going to go through and learn some more work around the intuitive part of Reiki, which is using the symbols, doing some distance healing. We're going to teach you about doing some Gestalt healing techniques. And we're going to take you a bit further on the journey of framing how Reiki and body story work can go together. I just want to throw out, as you think about these four quadrants, the idea that happens with Reiki is it really opens you up to be not only a channel of healing energy, but it opens you up in your intuitive parts. So I was aware early on in my journey, again, as I started doing Reiki with people and laying hands on them, that I would oftentimes get images or feelings or sensations telling me about what was going on with them. As a body story expert, that's really valuable to add into the work that you're doing, both passive and active work together to make the transformation happen. The other thing I was aware of is I told in our class the last time, was in laying hands on somebody, actually getting information about a pain and feeling a pain in my ear when someone had a pain in his ear on the table. And when we did the body story work, he actually healed the infection that had been going on in his ear. So when he dropped the story, there was the ability for the energy of Reiki to actually do its work more fully. Last kind of seed I'd put in, because this part of Reiki really is accentuating in your healing abilities, but your intuitive abilities. I'm aware in doing Reiki on someone, again, a number of years ago, that all of a sudden I sensed, a presence in the room of someone else. And in talking to my client, who also was experiencing the presence of someone else, it opened up a whole nother avenue for this person to do healing work, knowing that, one, they weren't alone, that an ancestor had come and been a part and participating in the work with them of their healing journey, which really changed everything for them. So I just want to plant some seeds that this is going to be a juicy class. and we're going to have a lot of fun, but prepare to open up not only to some new skills about Reiki and some new skills about body story work, but prepare to open up to be more and more and more available to the intuitive parts of you, which will really connect the dots of a lot of this together. All right, hope that feeds you and gets you warmed up for our class. Namaste.